Hi everyone, welcome to the session of engineering drawing. In this session I would like to explain helix. First of all, let me explain you what is meant by helix and the analytical part of helix. Later on I shall demonstrate you how to draw the helix in a technical way. We know that helix is nothing but a spring-like construction. Here I would like to show you one example. This is a cylinder on which the helix has been considered for one thread, and this helical shape is visible only up to the half of the cylindrical part, and the remaining will be onto the back part, which will not be visible for us. Hence, when we draw this back portion, this is going to be represented as the hidden lines. Let me explain you how this particular helix is going to be developed in a technical way. First of all, we have to draw the front view of this particular cylinder. The front view will be when we observe in this direction. So this is known as front view. When we observe in this direction, we are going to have the rectangle having this as the height and this one as the diameter of the base circle. And when you go for the top view will be a circle. So this is the top view. The top view will be a circle of diameter or radius equal to the base circle. And after that, when we consider the development of this particular cylinder, we are going to have like this. The development of the cylinder will be like this. So whatever helix that we have attached along this particular cylinder will be appearing as the diagonal of this particular rectangle. So let me show you once again. So this is the development of the cylinder that we are going to consider. So that the length of this particular rectangle will be nothing but so the length, this one is going to be the length. This is the perimeter of the base circle. So this is the perimeter of the base circle, which is going to be the length when the cylinder is going to be developed. And this one will be the height. This one will be the height. And this is the thread of the helix that we have considered. So once we understand these basics, it will be very comfortable for us to draw the helix. Let me explain you how to draw this. Next, let me go through the technical approach of drawing the helix. So in order to perform that, already we have seen the front view, top view and the development. So here this would be the top view. And this one is going to be the front view. And this is the development of the cylinder. This is what actually the helix which is placed on the cylinder for one thread. Now already I have done some preliminary work regarding this. I have divided the circular base into 12 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. After that, from each division on the circle, we have to draw the vertical lines onto the front view. So this is from 1. Next, 2 and 12 are going to coincide. Next, 3 and 11. And 4 and 10, this will be the axis actually. and 5 and 9 are going to coincide. 6 and 8, and this is from 7. Next, let us come to the development part of the cylinder. Here, this length would be the circumference of the circle of the base. Here, this also is to be divided into the same number of equal parts that we have divided this circle. I am naming the points as 1, 2, 3, just like in the same order as we have done for this. So like that we are giving 12 equal parts. We are dividing this into 12 equal parts. From each we have to draw the perpendiculars from the points to the helix. 5, and this is from 6, from 7, and so on up to 12. We have to do that. And from let us name the points as say this is P2, P3, P4, P5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. P12. From each point on this diagonal, we have to draw the horizontal lines so that they are going to intersect the corresponding vertical lines from the same point on the circle. Say for example, from P2 if we draw the horizontal line, that should intersect the line coming from 2 on the circumference of the circle. Similarly, the line coming from point 3 is going to intersect the line coming from 3. So on. From 4, it is to intersect with the line coming from the 4, vertical line coming from the 4. So after that, the points of intersections are to be noted. Say this is first one is 1 dash and this is 2 dash. Next from P3 to say this is 3 dash. So like that we have to draw all these horizontal lines to get the intersection points. 4 dash, first I will draw all the lines and then later we shall name these points. This is from 10, from 11, and this is from 12. So now let us name the points as 4 dash, and this is 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, 8, 9, 10 dash, 11 dash and 12 dash. This is the final point. So afterwards we have to join all the points in order to get the helix. The smooth curve. So from 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. After 7, whatever curve we are going to draw, what we have seen. So from this portion to this portion, the helix is going to be visible. And after that, whatever part of the helix is there, after this, the back side of the cylinder, it is not going to be visible for us. That is the reason why it is to be represented with the dotted lines or hidden lines. That means to say that it is not visible for us. So here, I am going to represent this particular part of the helix with the the dotted lines. That is how we have to construct the helix. This concludes this session. Subscribe to my channel for getting more updates and videos. Thank you for watching.